That's why I like the book always better than the movie, because you can kill insects with the book.
Do you believe in God?
I believe that God thinks he's God. And that thought is so powerful that it's influenced many people. I used to paint very realistically.
Right.
But then I thought, why should I do that? The thing is already there.
Exactly.
So now I paint extremely abstract, no brush, no canvas. It's just like I'm walking down the street, and in my mind there's a show going on, and there's a gallery, and there's people drinking wine and eating cheese and saying, "I like the one over there, Fred." And I'm like, thank you very much. Anyone can do a painting of a sculpture. You try doing a sculpture of a painting.
What you said about stand-up comedy, or the way you perform stand-up comedy, is that it's seeing the world through the eyes of a child and getting to use the words of an adult. Do you still? You said that this was from an article long time ago. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. Because comedy is the first part of it is to notice the world in like more detail than you normally would, and like a kid seeing stuff like, because he's never seen these things before. So there's a kind of that attitude is in your head, but you have the use of the adult language, so you can communicate these thoughts.
We have to take a commercial break.
No.
I love music. I've written many. I can't read music, though. I've written many songs, but I can't read music, so I don't know what they are. So sometimes I'll hear a song on the radio, and I'll think maybe I wrote that. But I can't. Actually, I love music. I could not live without music.
I wrote this song when I was a baby. It was 4 days when I wrote this song. I was in that room, you look through the glass and you see all the babies. I was in there when I wrote this song. For some reason, I could see into the future. I didn't know it then, but thinking back in hindsight, I realized that I could see into the future. Which is kind of like having premonitions of flashbacks. And I could look at any baby, and I could tell what the baby was going to be when the baby grew up. And I looked at the little girl beside me, and I could tell that when she grew up, she was going to be a hooker. She was 2 days old. She didn't look it, though. She looked one day. So anyway, this song doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this. I was 4 days old, I was twice her age, but I knew both our stories like any baby sage. If I kiss her now, will she remember that I was the first that day in September? Little baby prostitute laying near me, looking kind of sleepy, as sleepy can be. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the trumpet? Don't play it too loud, you wake the little strumpet. I heard the doctors talking about precision. I think I'm gonna get a circumcision. Thank you.
So, at Christmas, do you give your employees the day off?
Yes. I stopped thinking.
That's your only employee, is your mind?
My mind. I'm a receptionist for my mind. I'm a secretary. All I am is a secretary.
Do you ever sexually harass yourself?
Yes, I'm going to court in January.
Yeah.
I have a microwave fireplace. I can lay down in front of the fire for the evening in 8 minutes.
Do you feel obliged to be bizarre now? Is it like a difficult thing for you to have to go?
No. I try very hard to be normal.
Do you?
Yeah. Like right now when I'm talking to you, I'm trying, it's not working. I need more lessons.
So, Steven, good to see you.
Thanks.
What have you been doing lately?
Nothing.
How are you?
I'm good.
You been traveling?
Yeah.
You been doing live shows?
Yeah.
You like doing live shows?
Yes.
I'm guessing some nights you just don't feel like being funny.
Right.
Is this one of those nights?
No.
Did they tell you that that this is a talk show?
Yeah.
I gotta ask, but are you gonna just give me one-word answers?
Nope.
You have any stories?
Yes.
You gonna tell any of them?
Maybe.
Okay, well maybe you should leave now.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So you were just kidding with that whole bit up front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's it going?
Good. I'm fine.
What are you doing this summer? You got any plans?
No. Yeah, I have a lot of things I'm doing. Next week I'm going to have an MRI to find out whether or not I have claustrophobia. Then I'm going to teach at summer camp by Nova Scotia. I teach every June for 6 weeks, which is weird because there's only 4 weeks in June.
Do you ever suffer from erectile dysfunction?
I have to talk to my lawyer.
Didn't you win an Academy Award for his film?
Yeah, in '89.
Did you write that?
I wrote it with a friend of mine, Mike Armstrong, and I was in it, and it was called The Appointments of Dennis Jennings, and it was best short film of 1989. It was about a man who kills his own psychiatrist. It's not a true story yet, but...
I mean...
I went up there with the director, Dean Pariseau, and I said, thank you. This is for the best short film category, and we're really glad now that we cut out the other 60 minutes.
Have you ever been in therapy? You ever gone to therapy? You know, therapy. You know what I'm talking about, therapy.
A couple of years ago, I went briefly, and one time I was in there and talking to the guy, and the door opened, and 2 cops came in, and they handcuffed him, and they took him away.
For real?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
But I learned from that.
Music is the best of all the arts. I'm also addicted to placebos.
How do you know?
Because when I tried to get off, I'm like, it didn't make any difference. That's the way I knew I was hooked.
Can we take a commercial break?
Yes, for about an hour.
We'll be back in about an hour.
But I go in the woods and butterflies, I don't hunt or anything, but butterflies are the only things that I'll just kill.
Why will you kill butterflies?
Because they're arrogant.
What do you mean they're arrogant?
They've gotten so many compliments over the years, they just have an attitude, you know. Oh, look at him, oh. Little kids walking by, kid's gone, I smashed this thing with a rock.
You kill butterflies with a rock because you think they're too full of themselves.
Yes, I'm insane.